we walk through together with the basics. I'm going to introduce you briefly the interface of Excel, and then we are going to start with some entering data, some formatting, some key things that a beginner is supposed to know to start up with Excel. And then it is also worthy to note that at the end, some people might want to further their training in Excel. We offer such courses, so you can continue or you can go on with your research. But for now, let us collaborate, work together, and follow the instructions together so that we are able to grasp something from it. Okay. So if everybody can hear me, I think we should just start. So let me share my screen. If there's anything, you can always ask at any point in time so that we are on the same page. It's really for beginners and we should really be slow with our pace. Okay, so can you see my screen? Can someone confirm? Can see my
Yes, you
screen?
can see your screen.
Okay, thank you. That's fine. So I guess everybody can see my screen. Okay, so so generally this is the interface we have for Excel. So this up here is what we call the workbook. That means the whole of this thing is a workbook, which you are supposed to. This is what you share with your your staff or your colleague, and then we have the sheets. Sorry, someone say something. Sorry. Okay, so um, as I was saying, this is what we call the workbook. And then this is what we call the worksheet. So in a workbook, you can have several sheets. Like sheet one, you click here to add a sheet, sheet three, sheet four, sheet five, sheet six. So this a workbook is made up of many sheets. This is where we would usually be doing our work in the sheets. Go to the next sheet, go to the next sheet, next sheet, next sheet. But at the end of the day, this is what we save and we share with the rest of our staff. So up here, this is what we call the quick launch buttons. So this helps you to be able to put things that you easily use. Let me say, for example, I want to be able to open my folders easily from here. So I put them here so that anytime I click here, it takes me straight to opening of folders. So it's like a shortcut. You want to be accessing things fast here, undo things. So I could remove, let me say, for example, this undo. If I make any mistake, I remove this redo. So which means that if I make any mistake here, I'll need to go here, go back to look for, you see, it's hard now for me to look for undo. So, but then that is why you have to put quick access things like this, which would help you to quickly go to where you want to go to. Let's say you want to open a new worksheet. We just click here, new, you see, we have a new document. I was in book 6, now I'm in book 7. So it's just a shortcut. These are where you put your shortcuts. Okay, so we that's what they call quick launch buttons. So now this is the title bar. So this is what you use to name your document, your Excel workbook. So you, if I save it, we are going to have a new name here. Maybe save it my Excel, my project. This the way you name this, where you will see the name of the workbook you're working on. And then these are buttons we are usually used to minimizing, maximizing, closing. This one is not too complicated there. Now down here, this is what we call the tax bar. So usually Excel is always giving you information here. Let me just type something here. You'll see. When I type here, you see something like enter here. It is telling me that, for example, press enter is going to go to ready. So now you might not know the use, but when you start importing data, maybe from the internet or from other sources, you'll be loading here. You'll be checking here to see if your Excel has stopped working or it's still doing any process like calculating or importing. So you can be able to check the status of your Excel documents here. So on this side, these are what we call page view um, control. So you have the normal, which we are working on. You have this, which is the page here, for example, this is the page break view and page layout view. So page layout, page break. So this is what you usually use when we want to print our document. We try to force it to get into page one. For example, if we want that to fit into page one, then if you try to print, you can easily print just what you've selected. So if you find yourself in Excel, you are lost, you don't know how to get back to this normal page, this normal here, just come here and click on, let me delete everything. Just come here and you click on this normal view. So these are just for you to know that you can find your Excel here and you don't know where to go back to. So it's here. You go back to normal view. Then on the right, going to the right, we have the zoom control panel. So this is to zoom in, to see, come maybe zoom and zoom out. So the plus is increasing everything here. Then the minus is reducing here. So you use this to be able to view, zoom in and zoom out. Okay, so that is the briefly the when we go around this way. Now let's come up here. So up here, these are what we call the tabs. There is the home tab, there is insert tab, there is the page layout tab, formula tab, data tab. So these are all tabs, and in every tab, these are what we call ribbons. This is a ribbon maybe to make to format your things to be bold, to underline them, to put colors, the background color. So these are what we call now, there's the ribbons, which are, so each tab has many ribbons. So you can come here, maybe on this clipboard ribbon, you see they have been put into groups because all of them are the clipboard. All of these ones are under the font ribbon. So they have been put into groups. These are all the ribbons. And then this is what we call down here, launch buttons. So because Excel could not put everything here all at once, so you can click here to extend, to go again to see more than what is available there. So you launch, it's like you're launching launch buttons, that's how they call them. So you're able to see more than just what is here. They just put a minimum here in these groups. They cannot put everything here. So you're able to see that. So okay, I think now let us move on to the sheet itself. So these sheets, you have this what they call column letters. Column letters A, B, C, D, E. These are column letters. So, and then here, these are what we call row numbers. So row names, row one, row two. So how do you reference a cell in Excel? You want to tell somebody, correct your formula there in the middle. No, go to the right, go to the left, go to the, no. We reference it using a combination of the columns, name, and the row number. So let me just show you an example. Let's say we want to reference this cell to somebody. We click here, for example, I'll just show you this. We'll see how to put those colors. Yellow, that's so we are on F column. And then here we are, click here, we are on the row number 7. So this cell here is called F7. So when you want to tell somebody, click, change this F7. So if you see here, this is it here in what they call the name box. It's F7. So if we were here, G7, H7, I7. That's how you reference cells in Excel. So you could reference a range. So we could reference a range like this range here. We know that it is starting from G7 to J7. So here, this is where the name box is used to name. We can name that range. Let's say students. We type students here. If I'm too fast, let somebody tell me. So we type students here, we press enter. Now, if I click here, out of there, I come here, I see that I've created a range named students. When I click there, I go back to that range. So Excel will remember this range. You use this when, for example, you want to do formula like students times maybe their commission or their percentage or their scores, or you can just write a formula that easily calls this range. Somebody who reads your formula will just be able to understand, rather than students times G7, J7. So this is just to show you that this is a name box. Each time you're on a cell, it is showing you the name. We are now on C10, we are now on D4. So in this our exercise, if you want to reference a cell, you should be able to read the column and the row name. So let me remove this. So I'll go back here, go to no field, go back here, go to no field, and let's start entering some data. Excel is meant for us to enter data. So I want everybody to with me just to check. Are you following? Because I could be out of connection.
Yeah, we are following. We're with you, sir.
Okay, good. Okay, that's good. Okay, thanks for the confirmation. So now let us enter some data. Okay, so now there are 4 ways to enter data in Excel. Number one is you come here, for example. Let's just type. You type, for example, name, then you press enter. That's one way. Another way of doing that, you come here, you type, say, position.
Yes, download the App Store.
Now, you go here, you use the formula bar. Please turn off your mic. You type position here. So the first way was directly on the cell. The second one was typing it in the formula bar here. Then the third way is to right click, copy, and maybe paste here. Right click again and paste. That's another way of entering data in Excel. Then you have the other way where you look for this. When you come around here, you see this plus here. Somebody's mic. Somebody, please turn off your mic. Please mute your mic.
So, Mr. Akan, your mic, please.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So this, when you pull this way, you see this cross appears. You can pull to fill. The other way is to import data, either from text or from the internet, or from access or from other sources. We will not go through that now, but just to show you that when you're in Excel, let's go back to Home tab. When you're in Excel, you can either enter by typing like this, name. You can enter by going directly to the formula bar and typing here. Let's say there was nothing there. You type there, you will still go through. Position again. And you see Excel is already proposing me something. So position again. Then you can also copy data, maybe select a range of cells, right click, paste there. Or you can also look for this. When you come, you see this cross here, you pull. You can also pull this way. You can also pull back this way. So it's those are the methods of entering data in Excel. Okay, so let me take this. Let me take this. Let me take these ones off. So now, after you've entered data in Excel, one of the major things to do, let's just put name, Susan, position analyst. Just do that. Mike, type again. Position accountant. Okay. Now, if you come here, Excel will need to do some basic formatting when you are sending your reports. You cannot send a report like this. So let's say, for example, you select the title, the headers. You go to this ribbon, bold. We can put it in bold. Let me zoom so that everybody, maybe those on the phone, can see. So we zoom. So you can put it in bold here. You can put it in italics here. I can put back my bold. You can underline here. So somebody should turn off the mic.
Excel. Mr. Michael, Mr. Michael.
Okay.
Yeah, it's Michael.
Dylan, can you mute? Okay. Okay.
Okay, sorry, I am muted.
Yes, please mute. Um, okay. Okay, good. So let's move on. Michael we just left like with 30 minutes just to do the basic introductions, and because you say it's for how long? It's normally for 1 hour. It's normally 1 hour. Okay, good. So let's move on. So we get the let's go on. So this help you to do your formatting. You can put it in, as we say, underline. You can increase the font size here. You see this A plus here. You can reduce the font size, or you can simply come here and select the size you want. Maybe you want the header to be slightly bigger than the rest of, so we can select that. Then now you have also, you can change the color here. Let's say we put it like this, and then you can also change the background color here. So these are the general buttons that you use to do your basic formatting, which you need to do before you send your report. But usually what I recommend is don't do too much of can do something light like this. Don't do too much, because we usually know beginners in Excel by the number of colors that they put on things. So we don't need to put too many things. You just need to leave it simple, because when you put too many colors, you are drawing distracting us. So now the next thing to do is you have this bold here. You can put your borders here. So then you see you put this one in bold. So it looks now better for somebody to report this than how it was before. Now you have these other basic formatting things that you need to know, like, do I want to align everything to the left or to the right? So I'll just show you. If I go to the mid, put them in the middle. I usually like to put them in the middle. You can put them in the right. You can put the desired alignment to go up. So usually I prefer you do something like this. Put the two in the middle. Everything in the middle looks kind of organized, better than, but there are times you might want maybe to bring these two together, bring this one maybe closer to this one for a specific communication that you want to go pass through. But these are the buttons for you to do your basic formatting. Now you might have seen at times somebody orientates like this, for example. So if you want to do that, this formatting still, you see this button here, this here, you click here. Let's say this another angle, vertical. So let me select them. Select this, click here. You see those are how. Now if you want to bring it back, these are, you are free to select your alignments here. So you have your alignment there. That's okay. So here you see that you can use it at times for specific communication or specific visualization that you want to communicate to somebody. Now, the next thing is, what if we want to fuse two cells? So let me come here, we insert this. Now, we might want to say names, then first name, last name. So what do? We come to merge here, merge this, you see, we have maybe names here. That's the merge. Then now on this side now, we can insert a columns, a row. So you go, you click there, you right click, you go to insert. Now, the problem with this is that you see it is taking the same format like we had up here. So a quick thing to do is to select the format that you want, go to Format Painter, click here. So it has copied this format. Same as it could be the other way around. We can want to create the same table. We go here, we go to Format Painter. We don't want to have time to be doing all we did, the bold and the coloring and all the things. We don't have time to do that. You click on your Format Painter, see it's active. It is showing me this. You go anywhere you want to. You you drop it, click there, it has copied this same format. So if I type maybe names again, or I type anything, maybe account, it's copying the same format. So now let me go back. I go back, go back, go back. So I do it again. I copy whichever format I want to copy. I want it clean. Go to Format Painter and click there. So I can come here and then I say first names, first, last. Now you see it makes more sense because I can put it in bold also, centralize them. Then now it makes more sense. Put also the borders there. Now this one, for it to look like this one, I could also merge it. So I could merge this one like this. So now we have put this one to center. So we have kind of names with the first name, last name, position. Then we have this under here. So I can have now Susan, maybe Brown, I don't know, or Mike, and then maybe so I still come here, select, go to my alignment, put in the middle. So now it looks somehow, it looks better. So that's how you're able to merge your cells and come up with also basic formatting like this. Okay, so now another thing you may have noticed when if you're using Excel is that, let me just come down here. Let me just put here maybe let me insert, so you can come right click on insert, you insert here. So we put maybe department. So what do you notice? It is spilling. So we are not able to see the department because it is like this size is small for it. So what you do, you could pull it like this to maybe resize it. But now the key thing, or there's a trick. Let me go back. What is easier to do rather than pulling? Maybe I pull, I say, no, it's too much. Pull back, no, it's too small. I need to pull again. The best thing to do is to double click here. Double click here. I click twice. Excel auto adjusts it for you. So let me say I had a very long something here, very long, whatever. As soon as I double click here, I come out of it first, look for that cross. As soon as I have this cross, I double click, you see, it auto adjusts everything for me. So I could select all of these, double click, and have an auto adjusted something. Because of that ability, it saves me the pain of pulling and going and pulling and pushing this way. So that is something that we need to take into consideration. Now, let us look at formatting numbers. So if I come here, for example, let me reduce this one, because formatting is what you mostly first do to send your report to somebody. That is why let me see, somebody needs to turn off the mic. The mic. Somebody needs to turn off the mic. Okay, fine now. Okay, so let's move on. So now the next thing to do is formatting numbers. Let's just say, what is the salary of the person? So let's put 5,000, 50,000, or 550,000. Okay, now, so here, let's put the next one, 40,000, 400,000. Let's put the next one, 5,000. So here, first of all, let's reduce this again. So first of all, this one is the title. So let me just delete this line. I think, let me just delete, right click and delete this line. Let's leave it like that so that it's simple. So now you need to format. You cannot send a report like this to your boss. How will he read? Maybe let me just put even 5 million or 50 million there. I don't know how you want him to read this. So if you want to send it to your boss to read this, let me reduce this. Excel has a possibility to put it like that. So let me just reduce. Yeah, or even like that. Yes, even if it's like that, what do? You know that it's a number, but you don't know what to do. So here you come here. That is where you go back to your launch buttons here. You click on this launch button. You go to number. Come here to number. You see here you have currency, you have date, you have time, you have text. So we come to number. We want to format. We know that it's a number. How many decimal places do we want? We go down to 0. We should use a separator because you see when we use the separator, we are able to read it now normally. So when I use that separator, if I press OK, you see it looks like this. Then what do I do again? I go back to my format painter, copy that format. I don't have time to do that thing again. Click here. So now we are able to see that figure because we are able to read this. So this is how you format numbers. And then now the next thing now is that, okay, it's a currency. It's salary, it's a currency. So how do we put currency and send to our boss so he knows, is it 400 euros? Is it 400 naira? Is it $400? No, we have no idea. So that is where you click again here. You go to your launch button here. You launch. You go to your numbers again. You go to currency. Then you take your time and you click here and you start searching. Is it dollars? Is it, you go down. If it's dollars, you select. If it's you keep searching. I want to look for ZAF. So dollars, you keep searching. So so you have two options. Let me show you. You have the currency and you have the accounting. If you don't find it here, you find it here. Let me go to accounting, for example. Accounting. So here, you've seen it here, ZAF. So you've seen it here. Or you have your dollars, you have your pounds, you have your dollars there. You can still put it there. So currency, you still have your dollars. You still come down here. You have your pounds. So you select your currency. Let's say we select dollars. We put OK here. So what do you see? You have the dollars here, and you can just do the same thing. Do your format painter. Format painter is very, very helpful. Put it here. So we have the same currency here and there. Now, the next thing now is to be able to do same for your dates, for example. So let me add dates. Let me just add a date, insert, add date of birth, date of birth, date of birth. So to enter a date of birth in Excel, you first write the day, maybe the first, you put this division sign, the first of which month, 10th, you put another division sign, then maybe 1980. You see, you see how it's appearing? It's appearing like this because we inserted, it's copying the format of this and it's appearing like in dollars. So you might face this difficulty when you open a file in Excel. You're wondering what could you do to solve this problem? Let's move on. So you go now to your launch button again. You click on your launch button. You go to numbers. You know that it must be a date. Now you see there are many date formats. Should we put it like that as the first one I was writing? Should we put it like this, Thursday? Should we put it like that? Do we just want the year? Do we just want to see just the short form of it? So there are different methods. So let's say this one, select that one with the day, the year clearly written. You put it there. So you see you have this this structure. You'd have this here already. Okay, so now I think that you generally have an idea of how you can format both numbers and dates. Now let us move on to something else. Okay, so let me delete this. Right click, delete. Then now right click, delete. right click, delete, right click, delete. Okay, so let us put some salaries. Let's say that's 400,000. Then let's put 500,000. Mike and Robert.
Non, pas. Il t'a donné notre niveau.
Somebody should turn off the mic.
Il va aussi te montrer notre.
Yes.
Somebody
Somebody should turn off the mic.
Il parlait même que c'est lui qui voulait fort. Après, il me dit que non, c'est pas lui. Moi, ça m'a dérangé.
Attends.
Parce que moi, j'aime pas.
Michael, please turn off your.
Sorry.
Okay.
Let me block it, please.
Yeah, please turn off your mic.
Please help me mute it.
Okay. Let me see. Where is Mike here?
It's okay now.
Okay. Is it okay? Okay, good. So let's move on now. So let us go back and put our this. So we want to build a basic chart in Excel. So what do you do to create a chart? Because you might want to send this report along with a chart. Visualization, a picture is worth more than 1,000 words. So you select this, you come to insert here, you go to recommended charts. I always propose you go to recommended charts because Excel has very good recommendations. If you come here, you have all charts. You could come and select the one you want. Choose maybe your pie chart, your bar chart. You could select. These are list of charts you can use. But then when the first thing to check is to check if Excel has not already done a good recommendation for you. So let us take, for example, this bar chart. So we see if you click on OK here, you see let me reduce this again. So you see just here now, we already have our chart. So sending this report with this chart is going to give a lot of it's going to clarify. I mean, with this chart, we already know, okay, Robert earned higher than Susan. Maybe looking here, we might not see, it might take us time to see, but we'll see the gap. So this is also how you build your basic charts. And then one thing. So here, let me just show you, when you have a chart like this, you can come to design. Here, you can select the design you want here. So choose what you want for the chart. Maybe this one, depending on, so you can choose any design you want. Now, when you've chosen the design, there are possibilities of you doing your formatting here, like we have showed you before. So you can come to home again, go to format, maybe increase, as we showed you last time. I will just increase just to exaggerate, reduce, change the color, change the background color. So these, you're applying now those formatting things that we did in the beginning here. So let me just go back a little bit like that. Let me go back. So go back. Or let me just reduce it directly here. It's wasting time. Okay, good. So these are modifications. You could also change the name here and double click, start typing salary per employee. So you click there, that's the title. Now you see that you can submit this to your boss. So there are other things that you can do to change this chart. I'll just show you here. You come to add chart elements, then you can explore this on your own. You see, you check, is it looking good? You just try them out, and then maybe down here you add here, that double click here and put maybe staff names or staff. Yes, then you go back there, you try out. Now you might want to send it with the data table. So if you have this data table, then there might be no need for you to have these up here. So maybe just this data table might tell the story. So anyway, It's just for you to try out. This is just introductory. There are many things you can do later as you go into deeper into Excel, but it's just to introduce you to basic things you can do in Excel. And then one last thing, we need to introduce you to Formulae so that you at least start knowing how to do basic Formulae. So let me just click here, delete this chart, and let's focus on introducing you to Formulae. And Formulae they are really advanced Formulae that as you go higher in Excel you would use, and Visual Basics. As you go higher, you can automate your reports to be automating every day. You do this on Friday, or this you can program your Excel to do that. Those are advanced stuffs. But then let me just show you basically how we could get to Excel formula. So the first thing is you come, let's say we want to get the sum of this salary. So we come to formula, we go here, sum, we click here, look for sum. So you see Excel already knows, Excel is already proposing that, do you want to sum from B2 to B4? That is, yes, I want to sum from B2 to B4. So I press enter. So let me say this is, for example, total. Now can go to, I want to count the number of, I know that there are 3, but I want Excel to count for me. I could have rows of 100,000 of elements here. So you go again to your formula here, you come to formula ribbon, you look for count. Now it is saying from B2 to B5, but we want it from B2 to B4. So I'll just come here or here, anywhere, to remove this 5, or let me, to make it easy, just delete everything, select it myself, select this myself. It comes down to B2 to B4. Then we click on OK. So you get the idea. You might want to get maybe what is the maximum salary. You go again there to your formula, go to maximum, select these cells and say look for the maximum. So you see you got the maximum there. I want to get the minimum. You still go to your formula here, look for minimum, select the area that you want to select, these 3, click here. So you see you have your minimum salary. So there are many things. If you see here, there are just so many formulae. There are many, some of them you can spend your whole career without using them. So everybody has his own part of Excel that he needs to master subsequently. But now this is just the basic introduction for you to be able to know at least where to find things. So if we want to do a summary of what we did, please, somebody turn off your, who is that? Please turn off your mic. Okay, so if we want to do a summary of what we did, is that we looked at the interface of Excel, where this is a workbook that we share to people, and these are sheets. Sheets can be many. Then we also looked at the tabs. The tabs have different ribbons in them. You can go and try. It's digital. You don't just take your time and be experimenting one by one. So you can see, what does this do? What if I click here? What does this do? If I click here, what does this do? So you can also try that out. And then you have your ability to enter data by typing directly, or the ability to copy, paste, or write in the formula bar. And then you also have seen how to do basic formatting, like changing the background color, changing the font color to maybe white, or so changing the font color. And then you've also seen how to add put your borders, select your borders here, select maybe your borders, whatever, select your borders there, select them, and then also align the text, align your things, I like them center, align them, and then able to merge. We have merged 2 cells here, and then we have also been able to do some basic charts, which we did some basic chart here. We just went again to insert, go to recommended chart, just select where you want the area you want, select your chart, and then we also saw how to do some basic adjustments to charts and some basic formatting that we got from here, we can also apply them here. And also to select the design of the charts that we want to use. And then also to look at how to add some chart elements to look better, add some chart elements, legend, look at some chart elements here. So these are some of the things we looked at. And then at the end of it, we looked at how to do formulae like this, where you go to the formula tab, come to the auto sum region ribbon, which is the easiest. We look at this, so you could have other formulae, other things. So I think that for at this level we have some basic um, idea. So let me go to the charts and let's have some discussion, and then let me see some of the things that you want to say. Okay, so we can move to chat, and maybe we might need to plan another session for other things like sorting, filtering, list validation, conditional formatting, pivot tables. So there are lots of stuff that you can learn to take you up, and some of them you can try on your own. Some of them we can, if you want to go further, can work together. So we have courses, and then let me see. I have this. I started this series for. Let me just share the link here. So you have here Excel for beginners, the basics. Excel for beginners, sorting, filtering, and basic charts. Excel for beginners, modifying charts and basic formula. So let me just share this. Let me see the playlist with you, so you could also go through, and I'll be adding more to the playlist, so that might also guide you. Yeah, so that might guide you. Let me come here to the play. Let me come and share here. That might guide you to follow through. And if you have any questions, you can always reach out to me, and let me see how to sort it out. Okay, so I'm waiting for anybody. You can turn on your mic if you want to speak, or you can write, and then let's discuss some basic Excel. Mike, did I solve your problem? You said the first line should not have been amount, but at the end, did you? I hope I got your problem solved. Okay, so
So hello. Good afternoon. Good morning, sorry.
yeah. Good morning.
Yes. Sorry, can you go back to the worksheets? Something I wanted to.
Okay. Yes.
Yeah. Zoom out.
Okay, let me even close this one. So I should I go in? It's usually
No,
confusing. Are
zoom.
we increasing
Yeah,
or
zoom
reducing?
out like.
Okay. Should I
Like
reduce?
actually
Do you want to
smaller,
see?
smaller size.
Okay, smaller size.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, yes. Mhm.
And just remove your field from the formulas and go to home. The field from the
Okay.
formulas. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. There was something you did. Yeah. You you that part you went to the format painter that you
Yes.
did
Yeah.
the dollar
Yes.
sign for the whole currency stuff. Then
Yes.
I cited this part at the number, this alignment and this number and this tie. You can see them up at the tax bar or what they call there.
Here. You mean here the
Alignment
ribbons?
number. Yeah,
Yes. Yes.
ribbon.
Yes.
Yeah, ribbon.
Yes. The
Alignment
ribbons.
number.
Yes.
That number side, there's a dollar
Yes.
sign there. So is there any? It looks like there's an option there that you can easily access than going to the format painter.
Yes. You're right. You have this dollar here, right?
Yeah.
You can access
Exactly.
here. Yes, you are right. You can access here. And my problem with my experience with this is that let me show you why I generally don't like to use this. Let me go back. I just learned the habit. Okay, it's a good question though. So let me type again, maybe 400 thousand here, 500,000 here. Let me put salary too. It's a very good question. Thank you. Oh, sorry. A very good question. Thanks for that question. Why
Okay.
I try to, it's there, but it's right in front of us, but I'm avoiding. Okay. So let me, I've done some alignment here. Let me put, okay, good. So now what I'm saying is, let me just copy again, format painter, put here. Now, I like to send, you remember I said, let me put, but I like to centralize my things, right? To put them in, align in the middle, right?
Yeah,
Okay,
alignment.
like this, yes, like this, I can align them. I can put them anywhere I want. Okay, good.
Yeah.
Let me format the way I did. Then I format the other way. Okay, let me do two like this or whatever. Let me just copy this two and then I paste here, paste numbers. Okay, so paste here 50,000. I don't know. Okay, 50,000. Just copy this just to make things go faster. Okay, good. So I do the first one like this. I go to my launch button. I launch here. I click on number. I go to number. I do like this. I do my separator. Okay, good. Now I can go left align if I want. Maybe I'm an accounting guy. I want to join these two together. I can go right align. I can do whatever I want. Okay. Let me come now with the other method. So when I come here and I click on this number here, there's number here. I go to number.
Yeah.
I do the adjustments. I shift this one. I do my comma. I shift it again. See where the number is, right?
Okay.
Now, let me go to left alignment. That's left, I'm clicking. Right alignment, I'm clicking. You see? So generally, I got into a habit of not even looking this way. That's just the reason. But it's a good question. You have it here. You can do that dollar thing here. You can do the dollar here, as you've seen.
Yes.
I can do my own dollar the other way, as you've seen. I can go back to my dollar here. Where is it? Launch button. Go back to my dollar here. Okay. But where are we? I'm free. I'm a free man. I like
so
freedom, bro.
that's the difference. I understand.
Yeah, you understand, right? Okay. So any other question again? With questions others learn. So even if you've
Yeah,
understood
exactly.
something, you could ask it like, just ask it as if, because
Yes,
it's
as
a
if,
beginning thing. Yeah, we cannot really say everything right now to everybody. So
okay. I wanted to ask, sorry. Sorry, it's not in line with this, but
yeah.
I want to know if there'll be other tutorials like this coming up soon. Next.
Okay, yeah, that's a good question. So we can look up to organizing. We can look up to organizing stuff like this, and so that people can take on from where we ended. Yeah, I think that we need to organize something like this because we cannot cover all this in a short period.
That's true.
Yeah.
So we can also bring up some questions and some projects to work on together.
Okay. Yeah, I see. Zubair is talking about providing certificates. Also have requested. Okay. Yeah. Thanks. He also requested we could also create the WhatsApp group. He was a good guy to help us with the create WhatsApp group. Okay, somebody says hope to be with you about VBA. Okay, pivot tables dashboard is my new target. Okay, yes, we have advanced stuff. If you check out the video, if you check out the video I just shared, the link, you see that there's pivot table there. Okay, talk about Power Pivot. Okay, yes. Then we also have courses where I have a course currently on Excel from zero to hero. So you can also join that course where you learn fully more details, flash fill, autofill, formatting, series without conditional formatting, lots of list validation, whole number validation, all those. There are lots of interesting stuff. The if statement, what if, sum if, count if, VLOOKUPs, how to do your goal seek scenario test and what if scenarios for your model. So there are lots of things like that that we could do. Um, yeah, hello, all very interesting. We need to learn all about Excel. Thanks. Yes. So I know. Hope you could. Okay, please. Could I have the link? Okay. Which link do you want? Which link? Which link, please? Tenku. Which link? Olu, please share the recording on WhatsApp. Okay. Yes, I'll share that. Sorry. Okay. Yes, Zuber. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Your question about certificate. Is just that my first approach was about getting the knowledge. Certificate is another administrative task that we can do. But then for me, it's not the most urgent thing right now because most of these tutorials, these stuffs, most of them are free. And as I told you, for the course that I'm offering, we offer certificate to each of those who attend. But I think that in future, we'll try to incorporate the certificate thing. This is the first of our series of the Excel for beginners tutorials. But then I want you to put it first in your mind. They should, my psychology is that you should put your skills first. Second, you will be able to market those skills in terms of what you've done. Because I think you're also in the data analyst group, data science group. What the major thing for the guy to for these people to recruit you. I'll share with you. I was following somebody's story. He applied for a company after finishing data analyst. I know some of us are from the data analyst group. He didn't get he failed the interview. He took a data set and wrote and did a presentation online. Then that company called him back and said, oh, we knew you came for the interview, you failed the interview, come back again and try. He still came for the interview and failed the interview, but they said, no, we see your enthusiasm. We see that you're somebody who can do things. Come, we'll still recruit you. So I'm just using it like an example. He actually took this Seattle police data set in the US. He did some analysis there and showed maybe how crime predict crime. And then when he had met people and said he's looking for a job, they told him, you cannot be a data scientist, you must have PhD. They took his resume and dropped it, throw in the dustbin. All that, he said he cannot give up. Then he decided to go and start taking data sets. He wrote his first project, he put it online, wrote something. The second one, the third one, he wrote about Seattle police. Then the police commissioner saw it and called him, and then he went on the news that, oh, he looked the data set and wrote about how to predict crime. Then later now, that the company who put the data set online called him for interview and then said, come, but I see that you already come for an interview even before and you failed. Come again. He came again, he failed again, but they still took him because they saw that they need somebody who is passionate about it, because they think that you are doing it for the money, but you're not doing it because you love it. There are many people who are by the hype, they think that you're following the hype. So, but when they see you passionate, they see you are interested, they see you want to learn, they know that, okay, this guy, I need him on my team because he wants to learn. So we can create a paper, we can do that. But then I want you psychologically to put it at the back of your mind that it is what you do and market yourself that will be more important than the paper right now. There's so much open source, there's so much sharing. Please don't fall in that trap of putting it first before your skills and your personal marketing. Please, we can do that. Just a piece of paper. Okay.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I thank you very much. I really appreciate this platform. And also, I want to input to what you just said. You talked about a story that you know about, that someone got a job due to his skills, not his qualification. Also, also speaking from my experience, my brother, he graduated from Botsmina as a computer engineer with a first-class degree. And the work he's doing now presently, he's not even using his certificate at all. Like, they did not even present it anywhere. So it's just what he could offer that they need. So it's all about having this skill set, this ability to do something that matters. Thank you.
Okay. Thanks. No, thanks for that. Thanks for that. We are learning. We are here to guide you. I've been in the field for more than 10 years. So anyway, I can help you out. You guys have my contact. We can try. It's just that I also have a 9-to-5 job I'm doing. And at the same time, I'm trying to see how I can put out videos for you and help you out. So let's just try to push and see the best we can. But at some point in time, your experience, what your projects you do is equal to or even greater than the experience that another person in the office has. So they will look at it and they'll say, if this guy can sit down and do this on his own, then it means in this company he can also do the same thing, and then they'll be able to trust you. So I think that let's focus on that. And okay, he's saying please don't forget to tell me how to access those materials. It will really help me. Thanks again for this session. I'm really passionate. Okay, but I'm trying to specify which materials really. You mean the YouTube channel? Which material really are you talking about? Which materials? Maybe which materials? Materials precisely, because I've shared the YouTube link, and then I'm trying to understand which materials precisely. Okay, so I have assignment for interview for data analytics and consultant, and I'm on last stage. Can someone help me to do the analysis? They have assignment for data analytics. Let me see. Try to get in touch with me. Let me just write my email here, and let's see. Let me send you my email. Let's see what we can do about it. I have 2 classes today, so it's not usually easy for me, and but I'll see what I can do about it. So just send me, Wesley, send me the assignment for the interview, and then let's see how to work it out. Okay, yes, make sure you look at the YouTube. Okay, so I really passionate. I want to be a member of your team to join you to make training with you, and not, of course, if you permit me. Okay, just send me an email. Penku, just send me an email. It's in my email there, so that maybe we can work out something. We also have a WhatsApp group for data analysts and data scientists, and currently we are helping them with Excel, and we'll move to SQL and Power BI in next month, and then Python. But then this was just because I realized that there are many people who don't even have the base of Excel, and it stresses them whenever they say they should do a report on Excel. So just to make you to have something to work with. There are lots of things that you can do with Excel, lots and lots of things. If I start an Excel course here, I don't know, the one I'm even offering is for a month. So this is just the tip of the iceberg. So you might understand that. Okay. So I think if we have no other question again, is everybody okay? But then again, I say I'm available. I'll try. I mean, I'm wearing many hats, doing the YouTube videos, doing the working 9-to-5 job, and offering courses. But then just try to reach, and we can see how we can help you out to make you more comfortable and stop stressing about Excel in the office. Okay.